It's great to play, everybody. Welcome on in to the channel.
Yeah.
Well, it's your first time you were joining us. Thank you for being here with us today. Love to appreciate it. Always welcome here in this channel, and you are
Enough. There's not much I can do with a you know what I mean? Like,
we're back.
I do the best I can.
You do the best you can, and I appreciate you. And could you be trusted to remember the intro? Maybe I'd let you do the intro, but it's been like 17 and a half years now, and you still can't get the intro down.
Here's the thing.
At least 47 years it's been.
I don't have to remember because you do.
It's true.
And that's why this works so well.
Welcome back, everybody. How are you doing? Thanks for joining us today. We're going to be doing some BINI today.
Ooh.
Before we do that, but before we get into that, I need you to come here.
Come here.
All the BINI I need you to come here.
Come here.
Come here. Give me a hug.
Come
Come
here.
on. Come. It's okay. No. Come here.
Mm-hmm.
Come here. I want to feel you by the screen. There you are. There you are. All right, now close her on the screen. We can hug it out, okay? Man, the last video, we've done BINI before. Like, before we came here, before BINI was big, we did BINI, and we loved BINI then, okay?
Yeah.
And then we did Carrera, and part of the problem when you do reaction video, guys, there's two problems. One, everybody's opinionated, and they want you to just go through the video and just tell you, I love your artist. And if you're just looking for some fake affirmation from somebody that's going to come in and just affirm with you because they want your views, we're not the channel for you, okay? We are real on here, and that means sometimes people don't like what we say, but we're real. The second thing is, if you stop skipping through those moments when we are talking to just get to the ones that you want to stop on, in the last video that we did of them, we were talking about the song, and we were specifically going through the numbers, and our question was actually, how is it when Carrera was so good that it wasn't the song that blew up first?
Correct.
Because we didn't understand it because the song is so good. And then when we realized how long the song was, we just had made a comment, well, from the standpoint of the length of the song, that's why the other ones went viral, because they aren't as long, and that means they can get more plays, pushing them into the algorithms more.
Yes.
And from there, YouTube went on a tirade, and they were like, oh, so you like minute-and-a-half version songs. Oh, well, you don't know what you're talking about. And it's just like, man.
It's
and
okay.
I only say this because we bring this up because we've talked a lot about on our podcast and stuff like that. There's a lot of fandom wars going on, and I don't care what fandom you're from, but if you're really trying to get your artist out there, like, you also want to be respectful, and you want to be also open-minded about things that we're saying. We look at music from a production standpoint, okay? We are producers. We're here producing music. Now, you can agree or disagree on whether you like us or not, that's okay. But if you're here in the reaction video, you're still watching us, and like, we're going to give you our opinion on what we think.
Yeah.
That's what it turns out. What we're not going to do is do a 10-minute reaction video on a 6-minute song just saying, wow, that was so good, that was hot, that was fire. We do breakdowns, and we talk about the production elements. And the reason we do that is because our audience really likes learning about music beyond just what they hear. So if you'd like to be on that journey with us, welcome in.
Come on in.
Welcome in. Come on in. We'd love to have you.
Listen, water's warm.
Right here. Papa squat.
Papa squat.
Papa squat with me.
Here we go.
But really, guys, we've been here for a while. We love BINI. And again, it just sometimes, just so you know, like, we're not deterred from things like that. But if you do this to some other reactors or other people and they're just trying to promote your artist, like, it does become a turnoff. So just be careful, okay? We also appreciate the constructive criticism, but watch the full video and then criticize, you know? Like, damn.
Yeah.
They came hard.
And don't forget.
But
come on in.
Come on. This is the time when somebody's putting a comment right now of, get to the video, stop talking so much, which, again, I tell you, go watch the music video. Support the artist. Go watch the music video. If you're watching a reaction, you should actually want them to, give substance.
Let's expand on that. Let's expand on that for about 10 or 15 minutes.
Just turn this into a podcast. And then end and never do. Oh, we ran out of time. Just never do the music. You're like, oh, that's the time that we have for today. It just ends on the Wish bus coming in. Wish 107.5. Oh, that's all the time we got. See you guys.
Good job, girls.
Great job. Okay. Today, what we're going to do, though, is I'll be the first. We've heard a lot of their music. I've heard a lot of their music and have obviously been paying attention to their career, but I haven't really dug into their ballads. And I would love to hear more about their singing. And there's been a couple. We have a reaction request form down below. So if you'd like us to learn more about them, or you think that there's good videos that would help us discover more about them, make sure to leave that in the reaction request form. We get so many comments because like just on one video alone, we'll have, 500 comments, but we have 3,000 videos on this channel. So make sure you use the reaction request form if you want us to do some videos. But there's been a lot of stuff that we're talking about this video on the Wish bus. I'm going to try to pronounce this, and it's going to be really bad. Huwag muna Tayong Umuwi.
Sounds right.
So they've been telling us to do this as this is one of their ballads. There's another video that was requested a lot, which was like an a cappella video of theirs, but we did not have to. It was like an 11-minute video, which at some point I would love to do something like that. But right now, if you think that it's long when Lucas and I do a 5-minute video, wait until you see what happens when we do an 11-minute video. Yeah. Like we'd have to literally make a podcast out of it. But let's jump into this. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow along with our journey. You can check out actually our new girl group is coming out, and we are documenting their journey. And if you want to go and watch the docuseries that's out of that now, you can check that out. There's a survival show on our channel called Finding FINIX.
The stage is set. The spotlight is waiting. Witness these aspiring young performers rising from the ashes, fueled by their dreams and GKD Label's expert guidance.
That's what we want.
Your flow isn't really that smooth.
Hearing you and watching you perform makes me feel like some kind of joy.
Only the fiercest will soar to new heights. With the support of the best in the industry, these stars are ready to ignite their journey. Who will blaze the trail and rise as the next P-pop sensation? Join their journey and witness their rise to stardom. Catch the action on Finding FINIX, only on CLTV 36.
And otherwise, we're going to get into this. We're all going to love one another. We're all going to be open-minded. Mm-hmm. I love you guys. Don't forget. So just,
come on in.
Why don't you tell them? I think they need to hear one more time. There you go.
Come on in. Water's warm.
Water's warm.
It's so creepy.
All right, let's do this. Dude, hold on. I'm going to pause. Piss people off. Have you ever played Resident Evil 4?
For like a minute.
If there's a guy in there, it just kind of reminds me of he goes, "What are you buying?
Oh yeah, what are you buying?
What are you selling?"
Yeah.
Yeah, like every single time you go to him. I don't know why, but that's what it reminded me of. Yeah. Anyway, all right. We really are starting now.
Yes.
This must be older. Oh, it's US. It's US.
Wish 107.5.
Wow. Dude, those harmony transitions were so flat.
Yeah.
Not flat as in like out of pitch, flat as in like
yeah, just
just like this is where BINI went through real training.
Yeah.
Okay. And I know there's all kinds of, conversations about there of like, well, the reason that they're, able to be successful was because they get money put in them and they get training put in them. And like, just FYI, it doesn't take a ton of money to train people properly. It turns out it just takes dedication, hard work, and willingness to do against the grain.
Yeah.
But you can really hear the vocal work that they put in blending.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't sound like 8 different soloists. Right. It sounds like a group of girls that have worked together to make sure that their voices blend right.
Yeah, it sounds like it could have been one person doing all the harmonies, which is in certain parts like this part, that's what you need, and it's not easy to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of training. It's much harder than people realize to do a flat vocal like that with 8 girls than it is to like let your voice loose and do vibrato. So very, very cool. Anyway, all right, we'll keep going.
Magkahawak kamay naglalakad sa may dalampasigan, saksi ang alon at buwan. Pumipilis ang tibok ng puso tuwing ika'y tumatawa o tumitingin sa aking mata. Kinakabahan na ba ka? Kinakabahan na ba ka? Gusto mo nang umalis? Gusto mo nang umalis? Hindi ko malaman kung paano sasabihin. Huwag muna tayong umuwi, mundo'y tahimik sa iyong tabi.
They got a real alto on there.
Yeah. This
like they're an octave lower. That's a real alto.
this song is theirs, right? This is their song. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what's cool is that BINI has created what I would call like definitely so K-pop is K-pop, right? And they have melodies. Like when you listen to a K-pop song, even if it's in English, even if that band isn't singing, you're like, oh, this is a K-pop song because of the melody choices and things like
choices.
that. This song sounds like a pop song, like it could be a K-pop or P-pop song, but you can tell it's a P-pop song because of the melody choices. The melody choices are very, like to me. From what we've seen from the Philippines, it's a very like traditional style music melody that's in a pop song in this song.
Yeah,
which is cool because it's like it's definitely a Filipino flavor on what pop music currently is.
Yeah, I think that like when you think about K-pop, one of the things that they do, we actually use this technique in one of our songs. But they do like the song will be in one key, like the backing track, and then they like to like do vocals and stuff in alternate keys to kind of give it almost like this kind of like weird dissonance, and it ends up having really, really cool things in it. Where here, it's like when we were working with the boys, we were working with artists here, you'd always hear these really interesting melody choices where like they'd go up like a 6th or like a 7th, and it was just like you'd hear like a harmony and it would have like a random 7th, and you're like, man, like I never thought that would work, but it works really well. And especially with this group of 8 girls where it's like so full,
right?
Those things are just really, really cool on top of the melody choices. We also just the thing with BINI is love them or hate them, please be respectful in the comments, like not just to us, I can handle it, but I know we have a lot of 18 on here and we love SB19, but we can also equally love BINI and appreciate the things that they've both done for this industry. And one of the things is like BINI really has everything. They're not missing anything. They have the vocals, they can rap, they have the looks, right? Like every one of these girls from one to the next is drop dead gorgeous. And as much as we don't want to believe that like that should matter, in pop music it does. You know, aesthetics matters, especially when you are competing, whether you like it or not. You're competing with K-pop, you're competing with J-pop, you're competing with American pop artists, right? Like you guys love Taylor Swift and Sabrina Carpenter and Olivia Rodrigo, and something they all have in common as well, you know. They have everything, and it's just it's really, really amazing to just see, because we've been able to be here as that happened. You know, before we came here, it was like BINI was just another group that wasn't even really kind of in the top 3. Like, they were kind of in the same place that Kaya was before we got here. And then all of a sudden we get here, and a couple months after being here was like this just meteoric rise. And watching how they've been able to adjust to that has been really cool in real time, being local.
Yeah.
So really nice job, girls. All right, let's keep going.
The stage is set. The spotlight is waiting. Witness these aspiring young performers rising from the ashes,
Fueled by their dreams.
and GKD Label's expert guidance.
That's what we want.
Your flow isn't really that smooth.
Hearing you and watching you perform makes me feel like some kind of like, you know, joy.
Only the fiercest will soar to new
Heights. With the support
of the best in the industry. These stars are ready to ignite their journey.
who will blaze the trail and
Rise as the next P-pop sensation. Join their journey and witness their rise to stardom. Catch the action on Finding FINIX, only on CLTV 36.
Gawa nating gabi, naglalaho ang dilim sa iyong ngiti. Dito muna ako. Dito muna tayo. Dito
Dude.
That tone.
Yes. Yes.
Her pop vocal is just really, really good.
It was so
My
tiny and
God.
so airy.
Yeah. Man. Hold on, I'm going back. Oh, did we miss it? There it is. Okay. Man. I love the 80s, the Phil Collins drums.
Yeah.
She might be the alto. Alright. Yeah, I think she's the alto. Nah, on the left.
Yeah.
Her pop vocal is insane.
Yeah.
Oh shoot! For how flat it is, like it's so cool, and it just like punches through the mix because of that airy breathiness she has with that compression.
Yeah. No,
Like, I really like. Oh, go ahead.
No, she does. Like it's a very cutting vocal when she wants it to be. Like she can blend back in there too, but when it was her turn to unblend, she unblended.
It's true. I really, really like her vocal tone. One of the distinctive features of a lot of groups that I really personally enjoy is I like when they have a far more rounded out vocal structure, because a lot of times, especially in like pop groups and stuff like that, they have like a lot of pop vocalists, but a lot of pop vocalists don't necessarily have, like, they're not altos, and it doesn't seem like much, but there's like a 3-4 note range that a lot of altos can hit, just like 3 or 4 notes. And when you're writing a lot of songs, then being able to do like almost the full octave under, or like an additional third under or fifth under, is like so powerful and cool. It's like with SB19 you have Ken and you have that roundedness. With Stray Kids you have Felix, right? Like
Right.
there's like these groups that can do things that other groups can't because of that well-rounded vocal. And like I really like that tonal quality of her voice, because it just brings in this warmth to the mix that if you didn't have her, you wouldn't have that.
Right.
And I really, really like that. Really like that. You'll find out about how much I like altos soon.
That sounded menacing for some reason.
Now that I think about it, it did. No, like yeah.
You'll find out. You'll find out.
It was.
Soon.
Come on in. Come on in.
Water's warm.
Come on in. Water's warm. No, we just, I believe in well-rounded groups, and I like finding altos to fit those groups. And
as do I.
All right. Calm down. All right.
I like well.
Iyong tabi, dito muna. Maaga pang ating gabi, naglalaho ang dilim sa iyong ngiti. Dito muna. Ako, dito muna.
Mm-hmm.
Like, again, like, that's just not one that I would have thought of. Very cool. Funky.
Yeah.
Huwag muna tayong umuwi, mundo'y tahimik sa iyong tabi. Dito muna ang ating gabi, naglalaho ang dilim sa iyong ngiti.
Is that her just back there ripping?
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, she's doing some stuff back there.
She's back there ripping?
She's deaning. That's what we call
Oh,
it.
there's probably a reason why there's a big thing here, too. There's a big blip of people that tuned in here.
Huwag muna tayong umuwi, mundo'y tahimik sa iyong
God
tabi.
damn.
Dito muna ang ating gabi, naglalaho ang dilim sa iyong ngiti. Dito muna ako. Dito muna tayo. Dito muna ako. Dito muna
Wish Exclusive on Wish 107.5.
Dude. We in
Really good.
in the podcast just recently, it might be up now, I don't know. But we talked
The one
about
from today?
yeah.
Yeah, it's up.
Yeah. Okay, so we talked about how talent doesn't always rise to the top, right?
Correct.
But to be at the top and stay at the top, you then have to be able to be talented. So you have to be able to work your way up into being who these girls are right now. So let's say BINI put out this song and put out Pantropico, and they put out Cherry on Top, and they blow up. And then they go on the Wish Bus Live, or they go on something live,
Yeah.
and they sound like absolute terrible garbage. Then they're not going to be able to continue their career the way they're doing. They set the standard for what Filipino pop needs to be. Them and SB19, like,
Yeah.
they not only do they have great tracks, not only do they have good shows, but then also they can sing. They can actually sing, and like we know from experience in the Philippines, if you can't actually sing, it ain't gonna happen. There's a couple groups out there, and obviously we'll never say names, but there's a couple groups out there who have pretty decent tracks. They're good-looking people, but when they go out live, it doesn't sound good. And no one's ever going to pick that up, especially in the Philippines, because it seems to me from what we've seen is that they really, really look for the live performance, where people can actually sing, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely local expectations in that. And I think that, when you do performances, you don't always have to sing 100% of the time, like, because that's what the performance is, but you have to be able to do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
there shouldn't always be an expectation if you're doing like a heavy dance number that they're singing through that. They shouldn't. It's not feasible. When you're jumping up and down, your voice is never going to be that flat. But especially when it comes to things like this and ballads, and you get to just sit still and you get to do something, you better be able to knock it out of the park, because now you don't have any excuses.
Right.
Right. And they definitely did it here. And it's harder. The more people that you add into it, the harder that it becomes. Because, yeah, there's less parts, but the harmonies become more fickle. And if everybody's really good and one person's off, that person's going to stick out like a sore thumb.
Yes. Yeah. And this was awesome. Did you see the Cat's Eye live that I think it was Megan from Cat's Eye? They had her mic on way too loud. Like, the sound guy just, like, hit a button. And her voice...
See it.
Yeah, her voice was, like, 40 dB above the actual track. And it, like... people are like, see, they are singing live, but it was her. She was like doing the thing, and she was like, la, 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 la,
Right.
la, la. You know what I mean? And it's like, yes, sometimes backing tracks are needed, but like you said, when you sit down like this, you gotta come with it. And they brought it, bring it.
Yeah, they're really good.
The water
I
was
still
warm.
contend from a Wish bus standpoint. No offense to Wish USA, love you guys too, but the mixes of Wish here are still better.
Yes.
It's like the opposite of what you normally see.
Yeah.
There's still better mixes. This has nothing to do with the artists and the performances, but the Wish bus here still mixes better.
the mix engineer
Or the
from
Wish Bus.
Philippines is on the phone right now with the guy from US. Hey man, guess what they said? I think I've been telling you for the last 3 months to get your crap together.
And it's okay, here's the thing, like the standard's just really high.
Yeah, no, it is.
Like they do a tremendous job. Love them or hate them, man. Their mixes are freaking fire.
Yeah.
They do really good. Anyway, all right. Let us know what you thought. Was the water okay? Are we okay again?
Are we friends again?
Did you make it through? We're probably not.
We're
No.
probably not.
There's definitely people still hating us right now.
It's
But
okay.
that's okay. We still love you.
Yeah.
If it makes you feel any better. And we still love them. So, man, we have songs for them.
We do.
Literally. We've literally written songs for them.
Yeah.
So
It's okay.
someday maybe.
Someday maybe.
Hopefully. All right. Thank you guys.
Secret
If you haven't
emoji
already,
code.
make sure that you do all the stuff that you like and subscribe, that you hit the notification bell. Also, make sure you check out our brand new reality show, Finding FINIX. It's our survival show documenting our new girl group, and you're going to want to check that out. And then, our secret emoji code.
Cherry. Because it's beanie and the cherry on top.
Cherry on top.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with a coconut.
Oh, okay.
Because the coconut nut.
Nope. Don't understand.
You've never seen their coconut nut?
No.
No?
No.
Maybe I watched that on my own. I thought we reacted to that because I've seen it a few times.
Maybe.
It's wild.
Okay.
Go when you get down here. We're probably never gonna react to it because I know that I've already seen it. But go when we get done. Watch the coconut nut
Okay. All right.
and then text me.
Okay. Will do.
And then text me, and then I'm gonna post it onto. I'll post it onto YouTube.
Okay.
Like I'm gonna screenshot it, and I'm gonna post the thing onto like our YouTube post page
okay.
of what you thought about coconut nut.
All right.
You heard it here first, folks. All right. Nobody told you that they love you today. Please don't forget that we love you. You're appreciated, always welcome here in this channel, and you are enough. And last, but certainly not least,
It was a great day to play.
thank you guys. We'll see you in the next video.
Goodbye.
Bye.